Hello everyone, I'm WaterNinja20 back here for some more Coinless. And first I'm going to show a glitch on the map that happened to me for some reason. I don't know what it is, doesn't do anything, but it just happened after I came back from the Mushroom Kingdom pipe. So we'll just leave that some other time, maybe it'll be patched or something. So we're going to be going to the first course, Waterfall Walkway, and as you'll be able to see in just a bit, I've completed all the stars, so I can show them off easier. I won't have to go and complete other stars to get the Chaos Star and things like that. And we'll get started. Power Star Frenzy is very different from most 2D Mario games, at least official ones anyway, because it's open world and linear at the same time, because there's only so much you could do in 2D. And you go and collect different stars, and it's more linear because you can only collect certain stars after you complete past ones, so the paths, don't connect that well, I guess. You have to be in a separate star in order to get that star. And for right now, I just showed off that first part right there. Is the first annoying bit. You'll have to clear the enemies first so you can get to max speed, and then duck under the coins as soon as Mario reaches flat ground, because if he's still on sloped ground, he'll enter his sliding hitbox sprite, which is still 2 blocks tall. And now we'll be coming up onto the next annoying bit, this area with this Koopa right here. You have to make this jump, and it's annoying because of, there's this coin right there, and you have to get to the very edge of the platform and then duck under all of the coins to make it to the other side. That coin right there. It's the reason why I would never speedrun this Coinless. Well, then again, I'm not much of a speedrunner anyway. But once you complete that, make sure you hold right once you're exiting out of the cannon, or else you'll collect those coins there. And the rest of this is pretty easy. Make sure to ground pound to cancel your momentum. And that's pretty much it for this star. You just jump over that bit of coins right there, and there's actually no coins except for at the end, I guess. If you want to go past the star and jump up into the coins, I don't see why you would. But just like that, we got star number 1. So on to the next star. For this one, you have to collect 5 silver stars just like in other 3D Mario games in order to spawn a regular star. You hear about talking to Purple Toad, and all that stuff. Right off the bat, there's a star over here, or a silver star rather, and it's accessible. It's surrounded by a bunch of coins. Throwing a Koopa shell at it doesn't work because of how the jump on it is, so we'll go ahead to the left, and there's another one here. Exact same kind of coin formation, so that leaves us the 3 out of 5 stars left. Now, the easiest route for me is heading to the left and getting the silver star up here, under this blue pipe, and heading back to the right where the other 2 stars are. We'll just go past the main area. If I can be good in a Mario game. I don't know, every Mario game has different physics, so it's always readjusting, especially in fan games. So we'll just jump over those coins there and head underground. And we see this silver star right here, which is very annoying to get when you're first playing, until you realize the trick you can do with the water. When you jump out the water, even if it's just for a little bit, you can you stop your momentum. You don't really carry it anymore, so using that you can position yourself between the 2 coins and jump up and grab the silver star. And thanks to, I don't know, the skips or something from the game creator, we can just jump on those platforms right there and get that silver star. And you saw there, I kicked the Koopa shell and it still got the coins. It got the silver star, but it got the coins still. So this one isn't going to be beaten Coinless. And well, that's all for this star. The star spawns right there, in case you want to know. And I guess that's 3 out of 5 stars or something. I don't really know. Now for the 3rd star. This star is something compared to the last stars anyway. It's the 2nd longest star in this level, and the most annoying in my opinion. This part right here isn't so bad. You just get the bomb to blow up the entrance to the cave that you'll be entering later, and you can easily dodge the coins for that. Now for this star, we're going to have to enter the pipe on the east side of the room. So we'll be seeing a different area. I wouldn't take the west side because I believe it's blocked actually, or something like that anyway. So we have different coin jumps we have to make. That first one being annoying but not that bad, and you'll actually have to repeat it later in this level. So you better get used to it. Now here we're in the cave and you gotta wait for these Goombas to fall off. So you can then, fall down and wall jump between these two coins to get to the other side, because there's no way to jump over those. And then you have this Rex here. You can move quick enough to go past it, but I just wait for it to fall off there, and you just duck under those. Then you enter this pipe where you get to hear some epic Waluigi pinball, except I get to hear it and you guys don't get to because of copyright or something. And you gotta make that same jump again, right there with that Koopa shell. I actually got a coin on that jump there, and that's why you'll see a 1 in my coin counts here. I will do this again if there's enough demand for it, but I doubt there will be enough demand for it. I'm not saying a like goal for that. How about I just don't do that again, because I don't feel like doing the star all over again after 30 plus attempts. This part right here, I thought was going to be very annoying when I first came across it, but this is my second try because the first part getting to here is the worst part. But those jumps are actually pretty easy. I guess if you've played Mario Maker a lot, you'll probably be familiar with those types of jumps. Now this part is annoying. It's not that bad, but it's still pretty annoying because you gotta move quickly, but you also gotta dodge coins because the switch, it unlocks the next part, but it's on a timer, and the timer is pretty fast. It runs out very quickly, so you gotta make sure the platform is at its lowest when you hit the switch. Then you jump over these coins and make it to the next area. Now this part is actually not that bad at all. And we're actually at the very end of it. You gotta just jump over these coins, make sure you don't really throw the shell, else you might collect some coins in accident, and then you collect the star. And that's it. See, there's the 1 in my coin counter. I mean, I'll do it again if I need to, but I don't feel like it. And now star number 4, the star with the most annoying jump in this level, might even be the worst jump in the game. So I didn't do the jump coinless because that would have taken way too long, having to reset every time I got a coin. So I just settled with knowing that the coins are completely avoidable while, staying sane and making the jump. So we're gonna actually have to go through a lot first in order to get to the part where we actually fight the enemies, like in the star's name. I actually forgot where the star was. This is the star I always forget the location of, and I kind of messed around trying to find where it was because I really didn't remember. I actually went all the way to the east part first, and then I saw that the pipe was blocked off. But now I'm heading towards the star, and there's platforms over here now, and this is what leads to the star. And there's a pipe up there where we'll be heading to the switch shift, I guess is what it's called, where there's a whole bunch of switches, and the goal is to raise the water high enough to get to the top, which there's a pipe leading to the next room. So I'm trying to find out, which switches I can get without getting any coins. And there's another switch over here, and I know there's one up there with coins around it, and I couldn't find a way to actually press it without getting any of the coins. I don't think the Koopa shell would even work to press the switch. So that means I have to try and get up to the top with one less switch pushed. So the water is barely high enough for me to make this jump, which took forever, even without having to reset for every coin. It took forever to make this jump. And you see over here, I'm kind of experimenting, trying to see, is it possible to use the Koopa shell? I was thinking about using it, but then I thought, no, I'm going to hit the coins anyway. So let me just try with Mario, and the space is kind of too small. Wall jumping, I thought about, but that still doesn't make any sense. So I just kind of settled with trying to make it to the top without pressing that switch. And if you're gonna jump here, it involves wall jumping. It's very annoying. I think in an official Mario game, you'd be able to do this easier by maybe using ground pounds to stall, and then canceling the ground pounds and then twirling onto that platform right here. But this isn't an official Mario game, so, well, I guess fan games still have twirling, but this game doesn't. And so here I try using ground pounds to stop my momentum and land on the platform, and that doesn't work at all. Yeah, I got those coins. They are optional. I'm not trying to do this jump 100 more times. And then I saw right there, I got put into my crouch sprite. And that let me know that the jump is possible, and after a whole lot more tries, actually made it, and we at the part that the star is named after, where we defeat the enemies. And there's actually no coins in here, so as long as you don't have a fire flower, you couldn't even get coins if you wanted to. And this part is easy, as there's a whole bunch of vegetables from SMB2 growing out the ground that you can use to hit the enemies. There's a hammer brother, which can be annoying if you're not already under it. And then 3 spinies, which are no problem because of the vegetables. And we can count the star right here. This star is beatable coinless. So star number 5 is kinda complicated, so I'll be doing the last star. It's a chaos star. Think of it like the comets in the Galaxy games. In this case, I have to complete the first star under a time limit and without taking any damage, which, as you can see, is kind of difficult when you're trying to rush and do it coinless. So I decided not to take the left path, because there's actually a spot where there's blocks on top of the pipes, and that makes it hard to do a jump without collecting any coins. So I go to the east and repeat this area here. Remember, I'm all doing this under a time limit and without getting hit by any enemies, which is annoying if you know me. So I gotta do this jump again. And I have to do this annoying jump again here too, but under a time limit, where you gotta duck under the 5 coins. Which, still, as many times as I've done it, is still pretty hard for me to do. I actually have more time than I thought I did, and I'm kinda used to it, but at the same time I'm not, so the jump doesn't take as long as it would normally. And of course, you already know the rest of this. The rest of this is pretty easy, and I have 30 seconds left, which is plenty of time to complete this last part, as these last 2 Goombas are the only enemies you'll see in this level. The last star is beatable coinless. So star number 5, we have to get this Tanuki leaf in order to actually collect the star. And the only way to do that is to go to course number 2 and complete the first star. Because there's no Tanuki leaves in the first course. And we only have star 1 unlocked if you're playing this for the first time. You only have star number 1 unlocked. If that star is beatable coinless, I'll go into more detail about that in the next video. Here I'll just show me collecting the Tanuki leaf. I do collect some coins on accident. Once again, like I said, I'll go into more detail in the next episode about that. And, well, I guess it's a spoiler, but the star is completable coinless. I actually haven't tried any of the other ones in this course yet, so, it'll be new for me as well in the next episode, of course. And no more spoilers, of course, for the rest of this episode. So we head back to the first course, and we have to go to star number 5. And at this point, we already know we can go through pretty much the whole area without collecting any coins. So this is the part that you've all been waiting for, the final star. And yeah, it's just that. I collected 7 coins and I didn't really care. I know you can already fly over pretty much all the coins anyway, so that star is beatable coinless. Thank you all for watching, and before you go, I actually have a special announcement. I have a Patreon now, and I'm saving up to buy a mic because, as you can tell from the audio quality in this video, I need a mic that's not connected to my laptop. So, hopefully you can go over there and become a patron. The minimum is $1 per month, and so it won't take that much, but I understand a whole lot of you probably don't even have credit or debit cards you can use on the site anyway. So, definitely understandable. There's different rewards you can get at different tiers. Blah blah blah. You probably heard a whole bunch of YouTubers talk about this stuff already. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be doing course 2 in the next video. And I'll see you all later.